Hello, African sports fanatics. Welcome to another episode of the Safari Soccer Show. I'm your host, Yvonne Etta. Today, I'm hosting one of the greatest goalkeepers. Has played for great football teams now with the Mamelodi Sundowns. Just got called back to the Chipolopolo national team. Please, Mweene, just introduce yourself to the viewers and take us through your football journey, where you started and to your current place, Masandawana now.
Hi, okay. Hi, my full names are Kennedy Mweene.
Yeah.
I'm from Zambia.
Yeah.
Of football career, still young. Yeah, uh, was, if I'm not mistaken, in the primary school in Norway when I was in 7. Came back.
Mm-hmm.
By that time, I was at State Lodge Primary School.
Yeah.
After that, there was a team called Lusaka Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
I went there. They were in the amateur.
Mm-hmm.
They got me,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went to. I played for an an amateur team for a year. We went to Division 1. Then from Division 1, the third year, we were in Premier League. Yeah, and after that, there was a team called. There was a team. It was in the Premier League. I think they got relegated now. Kitwe United.
Yeah.
I went for Kitwe United in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2004. I stayed there until 2005. July 2005, I came to South Africa at Free State Stars. They watched me. They watched me when we were playing Kosafa, which was hosted in Zambia,
Mm-hmm.
and they were interested in me. That's how I found myself at Free State Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Free State Stars. I stayed there from 2005 until 2013 when Sundowns came, and they bought me from Free State Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Up to date, I'm still with Sundowns. Yeah.
You have a great football journey and a very long one. I'll try to cut down the questions. So just before we start, your nickname is, I hope I'm going to pronounce it well, Kapalaya.
Mm.
What does this mean and where did it come from?
That name, I think it came from my grandmother. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother is the one who gave me that name Kapalaya, meaning, sometimes when I was still young, I used to, I was naughty, especially around her when maybe, when she's doing things, I go on and misplace things which she's using. So that's how I got that name Kapalaya. Yeah.
Okay, but also, how has your formative journey as a footballer in Zambia been? Did you start as a goalkeeper or an infield player?
Yeah, I think so. When I was playing for this team in Division 1,
Yeah.
Lusaka Celtics,
Mm-hmm.
I used to play an infield as a striker and a
Oh,
goalkeeper.
okay.
So this week I might play inside as a striker.
Uh-huh.
The next week again I'm a goalkeeper. But the funny story is, there was a time now most of the defenders they were kicking me, so I decided I no longer want to play inside, so I must just be a goalkeeper. That's when I turned everything. So I became fully a goalkeeper after I saw that people were kicking me every now and then. Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about your time at Free State Stars. You
Yeah.
were really loyal to them. How close was the club to you?
Look, so up to now, I think, I'm still in contact with the owners of the team. I was in contact with the late Mr. Mike Mweene, who was the owner of the team.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in contact with his sons who are still managing the team. And it's a team which gave me the first a platform to express myself, and it's because of researchers at Sundowns. They saw me how good I was. So that's because for me it wasn't just about football and loyalty, because I came to South Africa when I was 19 turning 20. I was still young. So yeah, the wife for the late Mr. Mike Mweene, I think he treated me at some point like his own child, and because he knew I was from far from home and I was still young. And yeah, Ma Joyce, I think she looked after me like her own son, and I will always be grateful for that. And yeah, I'm still in contact with them. The team, it's so special to me because they gave me the platform. I explore. I I I grew in football. I grew. I'm experienced like this because of their guidance. And at the end of the day, I think it has got nothing to do with the loyalty or what. I had to go, and like they said when I was leaving, the owner of the team, the late Mr. Mike Mweene, he told me there's nothing like whatever. It's because we have seen how you have grown now, and sometimes even if when you are a father, you see that your child is growing, there's no way you can just hold on to your son. Hey, stay with me, stay with me. You have to let him go and experience things and grow as well. So that's how I got their blessing, and yeah, I'm where I am today. Thankful to them, yeah.
Also, I had hosted Denis Onyango here before, and I asked him about you. So it will be right
Mm,
just for me to ask you about him as well. How has
okay.
Denis Onyango inspired you between the sticks now that you guys are kind of competitors? You need to earn that first spot at Masandawana. How has he inspired you?
Look, I think Dennis is my young brother, by the way.
Yeah.
uh, and look, as much as we are fighting for a position to play,
Yeah.
me and him, we've grown to be more like brothers.
Mhm.
And it's a health competition, and football, you learn every day.
Yeah.
And there's some things he learns from me. There's a lot of things I learn from him as well. And for me, I think there's only one person who can be a goalkeeper at a given time.
Yeah.
And for me, always has been, because if Dennis is doing well,
Mhm.
it's a reflection of the whole goalkeeping department at Sundowns.
Yeah.
If Dennis does bad,
Mhm.
it's a reflection of how bad the goalkeepers are at Sundown.
Mhm.
So we make sure we encourage each other, we push each other,
Mhm.
so that when he plays, he's able to have a good performance,
Mhm.
which we are happy about, because at the end of the day, it's not about Dennis alone. It's about how we see it also as his fellow goalkeepers. Zuri, yeah, we are doing well. Like when he does well, we are doing well as well. So I think it's all about pushing each other. We have come to understand each other, that in our position, it's a special position.
Mhm.
And when one is doing well, you need to support the person who's playing,
Yeah.
because you never know when your time will come
Mhm.
for you to play. There's nothing like, why is he playing? Me, I'm not playing.
Yeah.
There's no politics like that, and that's why I'm saying we have become more like brothers now, because we fight for the same position, but we've been football for long. We understand all these things. When one is playing, the other one must support the person who's playing. When he plays well, it means you have achieved, all of you as goalkeepers. So for me, I think he is he's a humble colleague,
Mhm.
and we always share jokes, and Yeah, because most of the time, most of the people, they know if Dennis is not there, Kennedy is not there, they know that their dressing room is quiet. So, yeah, we bring, apart from that, we bring a lot of experience to that department because he has been with the national team for long. He's been I've national team, I've been the national team. So the experience we give to these young goalkeepers also, it's more important. And when me and Dennis we are in the forefront training hard, it inspires these youngsters looking at us saying no, but these old guys, they have won a lot, but they're still pushing like this. So I need to push more. So it's how you build other players. The way we train, we don't train like we are, because Dennis I'll be 37, he'll be 36, he's still 35 though. So so I'm the one who push them always. So yeah, it's a very good environment. It's a very good environment to be at the moment, and everyone they give their share. They give their opinion on the way they look at things and the way we understand them and the way we speak to them. It's not about directing the youngsters to the wrong path, but making sure that when we leave, because we cannot play football forever. When we leave, Sundowns on the end of the day, they will win because we could have left the foundation for these youngsters to come, and they have got the experience now, which they have got from me and Dennis. Yeah.
Which I must say that I also admire your relationship with Dennis, because the other day when you guys were being crowned the PSL champions, we got a little fun. We got to have a little fun of you guys just around the stadium, which is a
Yeah.
yeah, which I have to acknowledge that as well. But just staying on the goalkeeping department, most of the keepers are not always recognized as much as they should. But then you remember when Denis Onyango took the best player, best in Africa award as a shortstop, how did this challenge you to push harder?
Look, it's it gave me joy because one, like you said, goalkeeping, I think it's they overlook it a lot.
Yeah.
So I think when he scooped that, I was happy because at last they could see that they have been overlooking us for the longest time, and I was happy for him, and I was the first one to congratulate him, even when he went there, when he won it. I congratulate him. I told him, say, this is the hard work, this is the sacrifice you always make. You don't sleep at home. We are always traveling, but at the end of the day, these are the individual awards you get, and you must look back and look, and you will see how much sacrifice you have done. Because at the end of the day, your family, when it's off season, you are not home. They want to go somewhere, you are not there. These are the sacrifices we do in football, and they come and show when it comes to individual awards. And I was happy for him. For me, I think it's in goalkeeping. I think I'm always working hard. I'm always working hard. I'm always learning. I'm still pushing. So when he won it, I never put myself under pressure because Dennis knows I'm the first person to tell him something which is wrong or this is right. I'm the first person. So and he listens because he knows Dennis and he respects that I've been in football, I've been with the national team for long, I'm experienced, and even him he understand. Yeah, so I was happy for him, and I haven't changed since then. I'm still pushing him and I'm still telling him, if you don't stop now, if you don't stop, you go, even if you are not with the national team. you still be excelling, going up and
Yeah.
up and up.
Yeah.
We just have to be pushing each other. All like always, we don't have to relax because we have won this, we have won this, we have won everything in South Africa, we're in Africa. We must be relaxed. We don't work in that space. We want to make it difficult for the goalkeepers who will come and who will say, who were the goalkeepers at Sundowns? No, there was Kennedy, there was Dennis,
Yeah.
and they won this, they won this, they won this. It's always difficult when you're a new goalkeeper coming there. Oh, there was Kennedy, there was Dennis, there was this one, there was this one. It's always big shoe to fill, and yeah. So that's the only thing. For us, we just want to make history for ourselves. We just want to leave a big mark. When we leave football, we are somewhere else. Maybe we are coaches, maybe we are football administrators,
Yeah.
maybe we are on soccer. We are on Soccer Africa. We are analysts.
Yeah. At Super
You
Sport.
know,
Yeah.
yes. So yeah, that's the only thing we want to leave. It's we just want to see the team succeed.
Mhm. Talking of making
Mm.
history and seeing a team succeed, you have won 5 PSL titles with the Sundowns. Would you consider
Mm.
going for another challenge elsewhere, maybe in South Africa or outside South Africa?
People, so think, so people might think um, I'm comfortable where I am. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm always. I always want. I always. I don't put myself to be comfortable. I'm always looking for a place which is uncomfortable for me to
Yeah.
find comfort.
Mm-hmm.
I think because of the way Sundowns is,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the way the team thinks,
Mm-hmm.
and the way the team strive
Mm-hmm.
to play in Africa, always in Champions League,
Mm-hmm.
always.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't I don't think there's any other team here in South Africa who are better placed like Sundowns.
Yeah.
And for me, I think only if there's the other team outside the South Africa, I don't think I'll leave Sundowns. I don't think I'll leave Sundowns because they are always striving to play. Excuse me, to play Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they are always striving to win the leagues. Here, a draw at Sundowns, it's not acceptable. Lose, it's worse. It's we do things to perfection. We know we're not gonna be perfect, but we strive to be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think to answer your question, I think I'll still be at Sundowns for a long time
Talking of
because of one thing, going to Africa.
okay,
Yeah.
going to Africa, indeed, battles or Sundowns just got eliminated. Was eliminated by Alliance from the
Hmm.
Champions League, which I think was quite heartbreaking. How
Hmm.
did you guys take this, and maybe what plans is Sundowns having to move forward, at least make it to the finals of the Champions League next time?
So most when you're in football for long, you understand some of the dynamics of football.
Yeah.
And people they talk, we say no,
Mm.
why people football people they mix football and God. It's the same. We cannot be playing football if it wasn't God.
Mhm,
And I'll say again,
mhm.
if it wasn't meant to be, you can force things.
Yeah, yeah,
It wasn't.
mhm.
And we did our best.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, in the first, yes, we allowed, the thing is we allowed 2 goals away
Mhm.
when they scored us 2 goals, and we allowed them to score first at home here.
Yeah.
But it's an experience which some of them, a lot of, because we have got youngsters, some of them is the second Champions League they are playing
Mhm,
in 2 years,
mhm.
so they are growing slowly. But for us, we don't play for group stages. We are playing to go all the way. That's why when we're playing group stage, we make sure, because we want to find ourselves in knockout stages. And I think the mentality, it will be different because now the players who are there, who never knew, there was challenges because there was some players, some of the players, because Sundowns we play Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, then Thursday, like it's like this. And some of the new players, because they are from clubs where they play PSL. Sometimes PSL you play Saturday, you come and play another Saturday. So fatigue, yeah. So for those new players, because they are not used to Saturday, Wednesday it's the league, Saturday is Champions League. On Wednesday, on Sunday you have to travel. Wednesday or Thursday you're playing, you're in North Africa, you come back at home, you're playing again. They were not used to that, so they had to get used to it. But I think it will be better this season when we start for Champions League again. I think there'll be much better players. Yeah.
Talking of, let's come to Zambia. Maybe when you want to retire from football, which team in Zambia would you mind playing for?
that's that's a difficult one, but I wouldn't choose any team, because I've told myself, when I retire from here. I'm not gonna retire from home. No, I'll retire from here. Yeah.
I thought you'd hang your boots at home, but then okay. Let me ask you a question. I don't know if it's right to ask you, because yesterday the Zambian Super League came to an end, but then Football Association of Zambia decided to award Nkana 3 points at the dying minutes of the league. There was a decision made before the points were not awarded, but then there is a bit of conspiracy on media if FAS was to award these points, I think, which favored Indeni FC. So Indeni were to go down, but then they haven't. So who do you blame for this confusion at the last day of the league?
It's the same thing we are facing even here in South Africa. Okay. Royal AM and the Skukul. It's the same thing. It happened last minute. Even in Zambia, it happened last minute. On that one, I cannot comment because I'm not an administrator, and I'm just a football player. So I cannot point a finger. I cannot point, it's these people because of these people. So on that one, I don't think I can even comment because I'm not in that space. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the national team. First, I have to congratulate you for being the most capped Zambian player with 120 caps, if I'm not wrong. And then the other day, when we just finished speaking, Mitchell, you were given a call-up by Mitchell to the national team once again. Earning a century cap in a national team is not easy. What's the secret for your consistency as a national team?
Look, I think it's the pride. First, it's the pride of the nation. I think when I wear a jersey, I feel proud, and I really work hard for my country. There's no question about it, and that's the drive. When I'm called, not everyone is called to the national team, and when you are called to the national team, it's the pride which is at stake. You are representing 17 or 18 million Zambian. It's not about you. It's not about your family. It's about the whole country. So everything goes out. The jersey means a lot. Yeah. So it's always an honor. It's always an honor to represent the country. Yeah.
You have graced 5 AFCON finals. But then currently, Chipolopolo, I don't know, what do you think is ailing Chipolopolo?
Like I said, I don't want to be critical, but I think each country goes through this kind of phase.
Yeah.
And if you remember, even Egypt, They went through the same phase and they came back. There's a reason. And some people, when I talk about God, they always are, no, football and God, they don't mix. Sometimes if you're not clever enough, you are not intelligent enough, you cannot see things from afar, then you fall into a ditch. There's a reason why our team is like that. Maybe God is trying to tell us, hey, go back to this and this and this, go back and do this and this and this. But it's a phase. It's a phase that us as a country, us as a national team, we have gone through. And through that, if we are not getting the experience through, we are going tough times like this. Three AFCON, Zambia is not going. Okay, but we cannot just accept to say no. It's a phase. We're comfortable with this to say no because it's a phase. Then it's wrong. We still have to fight. We still have to work hard. But like I said, if it's not working hard, don't force it. It will pass this time. If Zambia qualify once to the AFCON, everything, it could have been forgotten, whatever we passed through. Just imagine, Zambia have never gone to 3 AFCON now. Just imagine what you to do tomorrow here to Zambia has gone to the World Cup. Who's going to talk about these things? They never qualify. Zambia have never gone to the World Cup. For the first time, they go. Who's going to say all these things? No one is going to say. So that's why I'm saying sometimes we must look beyond. It's like you always complaining. Don't question God when things are happening. Why am I that I'm always talking about God? Because I know you cannot be saying when you are faced with challenges, you are always saying, yeah, God, but why me? Don't question God. God will never give you a problem which you cannot solve. So he has given us these kind of things. God knows that we're going to go past all this. So I think it's just a phase, and the phase will pass. And one day, Zambia will qualify. And they'll start going, like always again, going to the Nations Cup. Yeah, even if we won't be there by then, but they will still continue qualifying, going forward. Yeah.
Talking of Zambia qualifying for the AFCON, in 2012, you led Chipolopolo to a historic win. Maybe just take us back how you guys managed that as a team.
Look, in our team, we didn't have so-called big players who are playing in big leagues in Europe.
Yeah.
I think 75 to 80% the players were coming within the continent of Africa. It was only Chris, yes, James, and who else? Mayuka. Yeah. I think about 3 or 4 players were coming from Europe. And we didn't have big stars. Our main thing which helped us was the teamwork, the togetherness, and the will to push each other, and the atmosphere in camp. In that group, there was no one who was bigger than the other.
Yeah.
We were fighting for one goal. We did not care who's in front of us. It was always a motivation saying, hey, we are playing with people who are playing in Europe. We must show them how things are done in Africa. That was our main thing. And we succeeded through that most of the time. We played Senegal. We played Ghana. We played Ivory Coast. There was no, you could see each and every player. They didn't have that fear in them of, we are playing with Yaya Toure, DBD, Drogba, Zokola, Koro Toure, all these ones, Jovinho. They didn't have even that. We went there because we told ourselves, it's 11 players against 11.
Yeah.
They use blood in their body, we use blood. They don't use fuel. they use blood like us also.
Yeah.
So we are 50-50. We are 11 against 11. Let's go. And I think it's the courage which pushed us a lot and the teamwork. The most important thing was the respect we had for each other in camp. It doesn't matter who was older than who, the rest around. And again, I talk about respect.
I think we've lost you, right? Maybe it's your network. I guess it's your network. Hello? Okay, let me try getting Mweene back before we summarize our interview. Okay. Also, before he gets back, guys, I have around, I think, 3 foods. Those who are in Kenya, maybe if you can just comment down below, and I'll contact you in the comment section on how the hood, their Betika branded hoods, I can contact you on how to get them. And also, Safari Soccer will be turning one soon, and I will give out free merchandise, like the polo I'm putting on now. So I don't know the criteria I will use, but then let's watch out for the free polos, either white or black. Okay, let me try getting him back. He's back. Yeah. Welcome back. We lost you. It's still connecting to your audio. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Network issues in South Africa. I thought South Africa.
Yeah, hey.
South Africa is a big country.
Yeah. Yeah, especially this road shading, yeah, the load shedding.
Okay. So we were talking about
Yeah.
the AFCON 2012. And you
Mm,
told me you guys played against big footballers, big names to say.
mm,
But
yeah.
I remember you went wild when Drogba missed a penalty against you.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
why? Why did you go wild?
Look, Drogba by then was a hot property at Chelsea.
Yeah, he was.
So like him missing penalty and far like that, it was I went on like John Cena. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's emotions and excitement.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, because sometimes I just saw it. If they missed that penalty and they missed, I knew that we had a chance. And Bubaka Barry made a lot of good saves from Nathan, from Christopher. He made a lot of good saves in that game. Yeah. So I think, yeah, we were fearless when we were playing that final, because at the end of the day, we lose as Zambia, we are underdogs, it won't be news. We beat them, it will be big news.
Yeah.
So let's make a big news that we beat Ivory Coast. And that's what exactly we did.
And also, you talking of penalty, you are one of the best penalty takers at Sundowns and also in the Zambian national team. Are you the undisputed king of penalty takers?
I think, let me put it this way. I've played as a striker.
Yeah.
I'm a goalkeeper. I know where to put the ball, and I know the weakness of the goalkeeper. So I don't put power, because when I'm looking at the goalkeepers, most of the goalkeepers, they react quicker than the penalty taker.
Yeah.
So I always look at them when I'm going, because they're gonna make a move first side. So for me, I think it's not as easy as the way people think, because it needs the way you are when you're going to hit penalties. You must know exactly, and you must know the goalkeeper, is he strong on the left or on the right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
And also, can you say that is also the reason why you always go the right side during the penalty shootout?
When I'm a goalkeeper diving,
yeah.
The thing is, I always look at the standing position of the player. And with penalties, you must know, if you decide I'm going to my left, you must go on your left full. Don't go with doubts. When you go to your right, go to your right full. And that's how it is. Yeah.
Also, just as we wind up this interview, maybe your last words to your fans, and also maybe the football. Yeah, I can get you. Okay, I'm asking you, maybe just your last words to your fans. I know you have fans around, and also the football players who are looking up to you.
Look, let me start with the football, the younger ones who are looking up to me.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of young goalkeepers wants to become a professional. Yes, it might look from afar that it's easy, but it's not easy at the same time. Because when you sacrifice, you've got the courage, the passion of being a goalkeeper, hard work. Did I mention discipline? It will be easy, but it needs a lot of sacrifice when you're a goalkeeper, because nowadays goalkeepers, they are like playmakers. You must be good with your feet and you're with your hands. So yeah, it's doable. Nothing is impossible. All these young ones who are coming up, I think, there's a lot of sacrifice you have to make, because especially when you are young, there's your friends that are telling you, we are going to a party, we are going this side. It's easy to be lost in that moment. But if you stuck to your guts, sacrifice your party things, you just focus on your goal, which is to become a proper goalkeeper, then nothing is impossible. And to my fans, I'll just say I love them. I love them all. Yeah.
Okay, Kennedy. Thank you very much for gracing this episode of the Safari Soccer Show. To our viewers, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Safari Soccer. Follow us on all our social media handles at Safari Soccer Show. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in your football career.
Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure having me on the show.
I also enjoyed the show as well.
All right. No, thanks a lot.